this is Fat Stormtrooper from Daft Chicken Gaming. Now, Daft just talked about the Doctor's Dapper Topper. Definitely the cat the hat. Dr. Seuss is the book, and if you guys are not educated, you should read it. Should be compulsory reading in stores. I'm just looking at the community market. The cheapest Dr. Dapper Topper is bubbling. Nuts and bolts, nuts and bolts. Stormy Storm, that's 65, and that can be a good effect. Orbiting planets is not a good effect. Steaming, that can sometimes depend if you've got other things associated with it. Bubbling, again, not so. So probably the pick of the lower price ones is probably Stormy Storm. This hat is often seen with soldier lowouts, and to tell you the truth, I did know it was an all-classer simply because I saw a medic wearing it, but it's always been associated when I've seen it with soldiers, and there's a couple of people that wear this hat as their signature. There's a kilowatt for 124, which is okay. TF logo, yuck. Smoking, oh, you know. Cauldron Bubbles is an underrated effect. It's a Halloween sort of type effect, and it's an underrated effect. Green energy, that's reasonably priced. Dead presidents, I can take or give that. Steaming, okay. Stat steaming, you've got high hopes. 400 USD, that's bullshit. Now, I'm looking for some good sort of Dapper Toppers to look at. This is a Sunbeams effect. Now, that sort of values, 200 keys. I think a Sunbeam is probably worth that. The Scorching Flames, that is a 300 keys. Now, I guess the next thing we'll do is look at Backpack TF, and with that in mind, I'm going to have a look and see what I want to sort of buy. So I've got a Scorching Flames coming in at 300. Bonzo's the most expensive. Sunbeams, these are high tier, lovely sort of hats that people would, I would love to have on my player's profile. Steaming, $400, fucking out of the question. Not a chance. Purple confetti, I've never been a big fan of the purple confetti, but sort of if you did a Willy Wonka theme, you stain this hat purple, and you got some Pyrovision goggles and a purple suit. Purple confetti, you could pull that off. That would be something worth doing if you wanted to do a themed hat. But again, it's as expensive for that unless you're going to theme it. Dead Presidents, yeah, Green Energy. So there's Green Energy there for 275, okay, which is okay. Purple Energy would probably be better. Cauldron Bubbles. So smoking, yeah. So I'm approaching this from a shopper who's a collector, and I'm looking at this today as a high tier collector, not a bargain hunter. So what would I buy? Yuck. That's not a bad hat for its price. It's not a high tier effect, but if I was trying to get a little collection going, for that price, I would take it. Stormy Storm. Orbital planets, yuck. I'd be puking in a bucket by now, and that's definitely puking in a bucket because it's more expensive. Be puking harder. Steam, again, steaming, it's not themed. Steaming, there's lots of steam, like a steaming turd. I don't really want it. I do not want it. And there's lots of steaming stuff. Mass flies, yuck. Kilowatt, that is an acceptable effect. It's probably a little bit exy or expensive, for short for expensive. It's a bit exy than what I'd like. Circling TF logo. Some people like a circling TF logo. I don't. I think it's just like a pretty sort of plain effect. Smoking sort of dark as opposed to steaming. I don't see much difference unless you had, if you had something burning like you had a viewfinder with it, the smoking could be adapted because you could have smoke above fire. but at that price, they can keep their hat. Dead presidents, again, if you want to do this sort of muddy sort of loadout, but again, at that sort of price, it's getting a bit steep for what I want. Purple confetti, I've talked about already. So I guess the question is, I mean, you know, I definitely want to sort of get this hat here, which is the Stormy Storm. I like it. It is worth it. It is a good hat. As regards the other hats, that kilowatt I'm tempted by. I do not know if I'll get it, but I'm tempted. I'm not Cauldron Bubbles. I'm gonna get that. Green Energy. Half. These are the really big ones. I think Sunbeams is something that I'm really thinking about. I'm sort of thinking that's a little bit expensive, but do I say fuck it, throw caution into the wind? Anyway, these are the thoughts I'm having as a collector. So now I'm just going to have a look at the TF backpack, and then we can re-explore whether to, should I buy or should I not, or should I just say, well, fuck it, I don't want to do anything and just drink tequila. Okay, we're going to now look at TF backpack. Now, the Dapper Topper will be a little bit weighed down. As Chicken pointed out, it is my feeling that these hats are a little undervalued. They've been established for some time. They're the cat in the hat. They really sold a soldier class in particular. But I think the fact is that so many people have used them on soldiers that a lot of people do not actually realise that they're a multi-class hat. So I really think they've sort of been priced more as a single class hat. Oh, come on, give us a break. Where are they? Ah, there it is. So here, there are a lot of them round. Maybe that says it. Okay. At the top, the Bonzo is the rarest. 325 keys. Okay. Where is the Sunbeams? And where is the Sunbeams? Now, where is Sunbeams? I mean, this is 300 keys. So that is not too bad. That's the second highest tier cat that's Scorching Flames. So that one of the community market, I think they're actually being not unreasonable. Now, where are the Sunbeams? Where are they? Are they being priced or what's happening here? I'm going freaking blind here. But anyway, the other one here, this here is a kilowatt. And its suggestion is 50 keys. So it's a little bit overpriced on the market. Now, let's have a look at this one here is Knife Storm. Down here is the Smoking, so pretty lower tier stuff. Here, the Steaming. These are lower tier. They're not really that sought after, and certainly they're overpriced for what they are. Then you've got all these things here, like the Nuts and Bolts, Mass Flies. Yeah, nobody wants those. I think they're dreaming, asking for what they're asking. There's one Starstorm Insomnia, and I think that should go up quickly. I also think the Slumber should. I think they're very good hats. I think this is good. I think these hats down the bottom, Antifreeze, Power Swords not so much, but these three hats should be up here. Okay, where's Sunbeams? Sunbeams, 140 keys. So again, that hat, they're asking 400. I think, the thing with it is there's so many of them around. There's 23 of them, so you're not going to be unique. I like the Sunbeams effect, though. I mean, it's a pretty boogie hat, I think it's pretty fucking special, really. But, 23 of them. If we go back to the previous hat, Um, oh, come on. Windows is... Oh, come on. Give us a break. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The world is falling. The world is falling. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go back to that. Let's go back to this. Come on. Okay, let's go back again. Come on, just fucking help me out here, Windows. Okay, so basically, that where's that sunbeams? There's the sunbeams there. How could I miss it? I'm going blind. The thing is, there's 23 existing, but this one here, Stare from Beyond, it's a good effect and only 2 exist. This one here, Misty Skull, 2 exists. I mean, these are far more likely to be valued at this, Death at Dusk, again, these, this is a 1 of 1, a Molten Mallard, 1 off 1, okay? This is 2 of them. This is 3 of them, okay? This is 23 of them. This is 19 of them. But these are good classical effects, and they look good, okay? And this is that TF2 circling logo, which is, appropriately priced down towards the bottom. So where, what would I pay for these hats? Okay, I would pay 500 or 600 keys for that hat. Okay, if I was chasing it. That one there, I reckon I would about 300 keys is about right. So I may well get that one from the community market. This one here, Burning Flames, I think overall the green flames is more in keeping with the fantasy of the situation. Burning Flames is a good effect and it is popular with a lot of people. There are more of them. I think that is about right priced. This one here, Cloudy Moon, again, if you're going to do that, yeah, I mean, that's okay. I think the price of that is about right. That is undervalued. I like Hellfire. There's only 2 of them. That should be 400 keys. This, I can't really say Frostbite is worth that much. Harvest Moon, yes, that's good. Yeah, that's okay. I think Harvest Moon is better than that though. Purple Energy, again, the purple is more in keeping with the fantasy, but the green, I mean, to tell you the truth, there's not much separating those. Purple seems to be a nicer and more popular effect at the moment. People like purple more than green, although I don't think there's much to split them. The green energy at 118 keys, I think, is about right. Roboactive's a nice effect, and that's about right. Death at Dusk, probably about right because there's 6 of them. Sulphurous, yeah, maybe. Misty Skull, 2 of them undervalued, 250. Knife Storm, yeah, probably about that. Probably about 150, I would think. Stand from Beyond, that's probably about right. Poison Shadows, I mean, this could be a shady effect. To tell you the truth, that bad effect is good. I like the purple one more than this, but I think that price is about right. Morning Glory, plus or minus, I'm not really keen on that. I think it's about right. Phosphorus, yeah, maybe a bit lower. Yeah, the cat might be a loving cat, so that's fine. That's the Cauldron Bubbles I talked about. 80 keys, so $160. We'll go back to the community market to look at that one. The other sort of effects, this is down here, Terawatt. Terawatt, 38 keys. I mean, down here, there's some unpriced ones. Power Surge. These guys here, I reckon, should be up here, as I mentioned. And there's a lot of bullshit effects. Steaming and whatever. Stay away from them. This is nice. Ghastly Ghost Jr. is a nice effect. They look good. This looks like some sort of friggin' kindergarten kid is going to go out sketching ghosts. And it's really an older effect that is absolutely being completely dominated and fucking overshadowed by this effect here. The Ghastly Ghost Jr. is a nice effect. It looks cool. This one here, it's like, oh yeah, it's Halloween. Wow, it's Halloween. It's wow, but it doesn't look cool. But it is a Halloween hat. These bubbles look cool, especially in the night server. Okay, these bubbles don't, and the difference is these are green and spooky, and these are transparent and shitty. So there are some sort of things that you might want to consider, and that's for me as a collector. I'm not saying that I'm chasing these hats, and I don't really want to get lots of offers for them, but as me as a collector, that is what I would think I'd be worth, and that's what if I was seeking them, that's what I want to pay. Okay, now that brings us back to the Steam market. Now, in conclusion, I like that hat. The Scorching, I will probably try and buy it. Sunbeams, I like that hat. It is overpriced. I am 80% sure I'll buy it, but I'm still thinking for a bit longer. Get out of here, man. Oh, okay. No, forget it. Again, they've got it down. I think I'm going to say no. If it was 100, I would say yes. Cauldron Bubbles. Well, it is a good effect. Cauldron Bubbles is an underrated effect. Steaming. I thought it was a purple. Green energy. Again, green energy. This is overpriced for what it is listed. Purple energy, I'd go that. Green energy, forget it. And the last one is on the first page, which I think is particularly boogie, is this Stormy Storm. And I think really that is an effect that could be encompassed with other things, and it is really, I think, a very reasonable price, initial unusual for someone. It's, you know, Stormy Storm, the cat was a rainy day, so it is sort of a themed hat. The cat was on the rainy day, so they couldn't play outside. That's the Dr. Seuss book. So the answer is, I think that this is a good buy. So I'm going to go and see what I'm going to purchase. We'll come back with a final summation of the video. Okay, so what did I take away from the community market? What did I get as a collector? I have new items. Well, I know that. I bought some. Okay, oh, I found a Widowmaker. I don't want one. Vaccinator. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm going to vaccinate my own ass. Okay, this here is an unusual Dr. Dapper Topper. It is an unusual effect, Stormy Storm, and that's the cheap one I talked about. Oh, that's something else that I got, but that's not related to this video. Unusual effects, Sunbeams. That's, I decided to cave to that because it's such a good effect. Scorching Flames, classical effect. There's a few of them around, but they look fucking good. Cauldron Bubbles, underrated effect, and you know, green eerie bubbles. You can load it up with other things with a viewfinder. So, you know, with mists and stuff, this could be a very effective hat. So, Cauldron Bubbles, $200 US. Scorching Flames, 600 and something US dollars. Sunbeams, 414 US dollars. Stormy Storm was actually quite good, like 60 bucks. So that's all for this video. Just remember that the Dr. Dapper Topper is a hat which does look quite good. It is themed. It is not just for the soldier. So it is a true multi-class hat. Peace.